Hey guys, this is Mancoangeleyes, and this will be my review of The Dark Knight Rises. Now, before I posted a couple days ago the Dark Knight Rises box set, it was pretty shoddy camera work. I didn't have my tripod, and I tried to do this with one hand, and it was a huge box. My bad. But this is the HMV Special Edition, and they're limited to 3,500 copies. You can see my number edition again is 2,508. And I first saw The Dark Knight Rises in a trilogy marathon at my local, well, it was AMC, but now it's Empire Theaters. The trilogy was good, but I took a very harsh criticism to The Dark Knight Rises. Overall, how it goes, I think, is Batman Begins sets up the world perfectly. It sets up the mythology of how Bruce Wayne became Batman to a T, and it made you feel for the character, the trials and tribulations as he grew up parentless. Then The Dark Knight really sets the gritty world that Batman fights in and really shows you what he has to deal with. Now, The Dark Knight Rises is not as good as The Dark Knight. That I don't think that's possible. But it's not a bad film. It's when you look at The Dark Knight Rises and you try to compare it to the trilogy, it feels like it's lacking something. It felt like in The Dark Knight, everything was fleshed out story-wise. Like, everything was meticulous. Everything was to a T, and music was on point. Hans Zimmer does return to do The Dark Knight Rises, and I thought he did a very good job with the music and trying to really set certain moods for characters with the music. But The Dark Knight Rises feels like it has plot holes throughout the film. Like, things aren't explained. They're just kind of saying, you know, he's Batman and he can do this because he's Batman. There's no real explanation to it. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. The second time I watched it, I decided to let go of certain aspects of those details and to really try to be submersed into the film world. And it does that job really well, and the music really contributes to that. Now, I'm just going to show you the box set. Now, there's no real case to pull it out, but it comes out of the back end. Put that there. So, this is one case that holds all three DVDs, or films. So, the movie is the Blu-ray film that comes with it. This is why I hate this, because in order to get all three out, you gotta put one finger here and just pull all three out, which I hate. Now, here's a little cool fact. Each disc has something unique to it. And I'll just bring up a little fact sheet. So give me a second. So what they're doing with Blu-rays now is they're doing something called second screen. Now, there are no special features on the Dark Knight movie, but there is an app on iPhone. I don't know if it's on Android, called Second Screen. And let's just load it up. The Dark Knight Rises app for second screen and this. So essentially, when you watch the movie, you can get behind the scenes information using your tablet or iDevice that you choose. Really cool option. I really enjoyed it. There we go. So disc 2 contains over 3 hours of special features. So the first special feature on there is called the Batmobile, and it looks at the Batmans throughout the generations and the Batmobile they used, as well as the influences each Batman has and really the symbolic meaning of the Batmobile as a form of identity. The second special feature is ending the Dark Knight, so ending the night. So it gives you behind the scenes information of, you know, how the trilogy kind of ended and more supplementary information about it. And then you have all 5 trailers as well as a print archive and gallery. some really fine, unique pieces of artwork that were used to promote the film. It's really cool. I definitely like the second disc. And the final disc, I'll just put those there, is The Dark Knight in widescreen for DVD. Now, before in the unboxing video, I kept on saying DVD/digital copy, but there is no digital copy to the film, which I actually really like. I'm not a huge fan of digital copies and the whole idea of having a server with, you know, all your movies on it as digital copies. I just feel like they take away from it. Now, what's really cool is that each disc has a unique feature to it. As in, disc 1 was on Blu-ray and it had its own second screen, and disc 2 was Blu-ray and it had all the special features. The special feature on the third disc for the DVD was the journey of Bruce Wayne. And it gives insight to how they created not only Batman, but really they created Bruce Wayne, a character you could sympathize with and have empathy towards, and really get to know the character and to understand why you were attracted to his presence when he was on screen. And I think they did a really smart job so that people who buy this limited edition set aren't left behind just because if they bought it for the DVD copy and not the Blu-ray copy. So overall, I really enjoyed The Dark Knight Rises. It's a film that stands out on its own in the Dark Knight trilogy, and I would recommend it to anyone who is looking for a copy of the film. Now, this special edition is an HMV exclusive, so I believe you can order some online if they still have it, or go to your local HMV and see if they have any left. Now, guys, this was a Mancoangeleyes Blu-ray/DVD review of Batman: The Dark Knight Rises. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me your thoughts on the comment section below, and I'll see you guys later.